Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we are going to talk about another very important topic for template driven form, where we will be discussing how to access the values from the entire form and from the specific group. Although we have discussed these two things individually, but sometimes developer may get confused when they are working with a complex form from where we have to access the entire values as well as the individual group value, right? So just to make the things easier for them, we will cover this entire part in particular session where we will discuss like how to get the access of entire form as well as the individual group value. Okay, but before we proceed further with this session, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released sessions first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow it sequentially, then it would be much more easier for you to understand the ongoing topic, because for time being we are just mainly focusing on how to access the values specific wise according to the group or from the entire form. But prior to that, you should know what is template driven form, what is ngModelGroup, how to create the form, how to get the values. If you know about these basic stuff, then things would be much more easier for you. Okay, now we will move further. And just one more thing, for the sequential content, you can also refer the Sharmit digital course book, which is freely available in the description box. So there you will find thousands of free programming tutorial available in both Hindi as well as English language. So as per your convenience, you can go through it. Okay, alright, so now we can see we are in app.component.html file where we have noted down two headings: Angular course by Sharmit as well as template driven form in Angular for access entire form versus specific group. Okay, now to demonstrate this thing, we will add two horizontal rows here just to separate out these heading with the actual content, and then we will write here form. In this form we will mention we will firstly assign the ng. So basically what we will do here in this example, I will create multiple group and then we will try to access values group wise as well as the entire form group. Okay, so here in form I will simply mention hash my form equal ngForm. Okay, currently it is throwing error because we haven't not imported the forms module, right? So to import it, just go to app.component.ts file. In imports we will write here ngForm forms module, not ngForm, forms module. Okay, so this thing is added. Now after this, what we will do, we will simply create the group. So let's see, this is group 1, just an comment just to show you that what we are designing here. Then we will define here div ngModelGroup. Okay, then we will write here login. Then after this we will mention here label. In label we will mention email, and then we will write here input. In input we will mention name, email. Okay, and then simply you can go here ngModel. So this is for the email part. Now after this we will simply add another thing, that is password. So for that we will add label password. Okay, and in this password field we will mention input, then name, then name here we will write password itself, and ngModel. So basically we provided two fields with two labels that shows email as well as password. Now let's see how it looks. So ngserve -- open, enter. Just wait for a few seconds, then it will show you the output on the browser screen, and from there we will verify the things. Okay, so this is the browser. Here you can see Angular course by Sharmit, template driven form in Angular, access entire form versus group, one horizontal row, one label, input field, another label, another input field, and horizontal row. Okay, so this is first group. Now similarly we will create the second group. How? Just go after the div here, write a second comment, that is group 2, and then we will write here div. In div we will mention other required stuff like ngModelGroup, and I will name it as group profile. Okay, so this is group profile, but should be in equal profile. Okay, now after this we will mention here label. In label we will write age. Okay, then we will write here input. In input we will mention name, age, ngModel. Okay, and other than age maybe we can add country if you want to keep the data of country as well. So just simply write here country. In label we will mention country itself. Okay, and later on we will mention the second thing, that is input field, and here name is country, and we will mention ngModel. Okay, so these are the two important things that we kept in div 2. Now after this div 2 we will create one button, and this button will help us to send the data. Okay, so just add it, and here you can write text as submit. Then we will mention here type would be button itself, and then we will write here click to bind the method, that is submit and my form. Currently it is throwing error because we have not included this submit, but don't worry, like we will define this submit. This is just a method name, or maybe we can write it as submit data so that you will not get confused. Okay, now after this button or maybe we can do one thing, like after this HR tag, so that everything looks cleaner. Okay, after this HR tag we will print all the things as per our requirement. So this is, let me write it properly. Okay, not HR, it should be H3. Here I will write entire form value. Okay, then we will mention here pre-tag, and then after pre-tag you just mention pre here, and then you can write here curly braces my form dot value. Okay, then pipe JSON. This JSON is throwing error because we have not added its module, so we will import that, no worries. And likewise we will copy this heading and pre-tag just to print it 2 more times, and then we will edit it for other groups. So for group 1 login group, or maybe we can write login group. Okay, and here we can write login. Then we will write here second thing, that is for profile. Okay, and here I will mention dot profile. Fine, so these are the thing. Now let's define the JSON as well as the method. So method name we will copy just to save the time. Go to app.component.ts. Here I will write JSON pipe, and the method name is this, opening closing parenthesis. Here I will write form, then colon, and after that we will mention here my form, not my form, ngForm. Okay, then a curly braces, and in this curly braces we will mention the other required stuff, like what values we want to console, right, on log. So console.log, and then we will mention the values. Okay, so let's say entire form comma form dot value. Okay, then semicolon, and let's copy it. So just copy it 2 times, and here we will write login group. Then we will mention here profile group, and then here after login value we will write login. Similarly here we will mention profile. That's it. So program is ready. Now let's see how the output looks like. So currently it is blank, so it is showing. Don't judge the alignment because this is just a demo program, so I didn't align it properly, just a sample data. Okay, so I just fill the data as per my requirement. Okay, so now you can see all the fields are filled properly. Click on right click on inspect, and then go to console and just click on submit. The moment when you submit it, you will see that entire form shows all values like login and profile. Login group shows only for the email and password, which comes under the login group, and profile shows only the profile related information like age and country. So this is how exactly it works. We got the entire group as well as the individual group. So as per your requirement, you can get values in TS file as well as on HTML. Okay, so I hope this session is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.